Hey gang, welcome back to another video here at Jodaddy's Garage. I've already got most of the front on the 68 Mustang known as Jade, but I want to get the bumper on. Now, I've test fitted the bumper before, so I know it fits, but at least I think it still fits. You know, I don't know. But I'm going to be putting this bumper on the 68. So if you like videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to see more. Alright, so I'm using a basic bumper, nothing special. I think I got it from NPD, maybe CJ Pony, I don't even know. But I can tell you that I did order the bumper kit. I believe this came from NPD, and this had the hardware for front and rear. However, what I was missing is these little brackets. Now, this is from NPD. This is part number 17A870-2A. This one is for the left-hand side, the driver's side. And this is a little end piece that bolts to the fender and to the bumper itself. So you'll see there's two of these, and they're different. I mean, they're mirror shapes, right? So this is the right hand. Not much to this. Really, it's just a matter of getting the bumper onto the car, getting the bolts in place. And what I'm also lacking, let's say, are the bolts that go to this piece that bolt to the fender. Okay, what I'm thinking of doing, I don't know yet. I'm debating on this for the moment. I may end up putting a little bit of, I don't know, some foam or something between this bracket and the fender, just because, you know, that's a direct to paint sort of thing. So I think I'm going to add something in between there. And hopefully alleviate some of that pressure, you know, from the contact. I did order some 1-inch foam that has a single stick side from Amazon, and hopefully it'll get here soon. I'm going to go ahead and put this in place, get the bumper on, and kind of mock these pieces to make sure that they line up. So really, I'm just going to let the camera run and show you how I'm going to do this. I'll point out there are 4 from this kit. What's left over is 4 large bolts. Those will go through the top brackets up here, and then there are 2 small bolts, and those go on the end where those other brackets go. And again, and as I said, I don't have the bolts that hold it directly to the fender, so this shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Of course, I say that. Boy, those are, you know, it'd be cool. I'm not going to do it, but it would be cool if it didn't have these bolts sticking out. I didn't realize just how big and chunky those things really are. This would be really cool as a smooth finish bumper. Just to verify, the bolts are 11/16 on the large ones, and I believe these are 9/16 on, nope, they're 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch on the small ones. Yep. The nut is binding on the threads. I may have to cheat a little. There we go. Whew. I don't know about that. There's no way. No way this is going to fit. The gap is too big from the bumper to the bracket. I mean, I can, if I put a bolt through that, I'm going to need, it's 3/4 of an inch of space between the fender and that bracket. I thought this was going to be simple. This is what I'm talking about here. Pretty good space. If I put the bracket in place, put the bolt through the hole, through the bracket, I can get a whole finger in between there before I ever see it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe there's something else that goes between there that I don't know about. That'll be a stop to this. So I wanted to show you an update on how I reshaped the bumper that I put on the car. In the little short video that I had on YouTube, I had only put in these two hooks, turned them into this piece of plywood, and I had some wood stacked up between here and a piece of wood between these two hooks. The idea was that when I pulled together using this ratchet strap and these S-hooks out here on the end, when I tried to pull it together, I was hoping that it would maybe alleviate any movement that I didn't want. Now the problem was, what it really did was it allowed it to flex here in the center. And when I tightened up the straps, it kind of wanted to bow the whole thing. So then I put in these lag bolts, and that did the trick. Now I will tell you this, you have to be very careful when you do this. What I found was the bumper actually reshaped right here. This area got a little bit wider and allowed for these outer pieces to come in. So just be cautious. This is just a word of warning that if you try this, you may ruin your bumper. But it took me several tries of pulling and measuring, releasing, measuring, and going back and forth until I got the look that I wanted. And it worked, but again, use caution. I'm not sure if I filmed it or not, but there I have the brackets in place. The bumper is lined up. It looks pretty good to me. The gap is pretty consistent where it meets the rock guard. Very happy with that. There's the other side, and you can see it fits much better. Now this is the area that I was talking about. This is where it kind of it got a little wider, which allowed this to move, but you really can't tell that there's any change in the shape of the bumper. I think it looks really good. Thanks for watching, and there's more to come. Until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya. More to come with this. I still have to work on the grill and get it